What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I want to talk about a story that made news yesterday, and it's out of a place called Burnsville, Minnesota. Shout out Burnsville. And it's about a domestic violence call that the police had responded to that turned into a hostage situation and a standoff that lasted for hours. But what's more intriguing than that is 3 people lost their lives, first responders, 2 of them police officers, 1 is an EMT / fireman, and the other one got shot. A 4th officer got shot, and his wounds weren't life-threatening. I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you guys, get you guys caught up. And it's crazy, man, how these things just get out of hand real quick. Take a look at this.
2 police officers and a firefighter killed in a barrage of bullets after a standoff for several hours. They were responding to a call of a family in danger in a suburb of Minneapolis. Authorities say an armed man was barricaded inside a home with 7 children, which escalated into an exchange of gunfire. Burnsville police officers Paul Elmstrand, Matthew Ruge, and firefighter paramedic Adam Finseth were all killed by the alleged gunman. Outside of the Hennepin County Medical Center, police officers and first responders saluting their brethren. An emotional scene as their bodies were transported in a procession to the medical examiner's office. The new details coming in tonight. Police say the firefighter paramedic died while trying to aid an injured officer, and that the suspect allegedly had multiple guns and large amounts of ammunition. ABC's Morgan Norwood leads us off.
Tonight, police swarming this Minnesota neighborhood where they say 2 police officers and a firefighter paramedic were shot and killed while responding to a domestic incident in Burnsville, just south of Minneapolis.
And I need 2 additional ambulances.
Police called to the scene just before 2 a.m., where they say an armed man was barricaded inside with his family. The situation escalating into gunfire.
This individual had several guns and large amounts of ammunition.
Automated calls warning families to shelter in place. Residents like Bridget Stewart shaken.
Violence doesn't have boundaries. It doesn't discriminate.
After the incident was over, this armored police vehicle seen riddled with bullet holes in the windshield. Tonight, the community mourning the loss of Burnsville police officers Paul Elmstrand and Matthew Ruge, along with firefighter paramedic Adam Finseth, who police say were killed by the gunman during the response. Another officer, Sergeant Adam Medicott, also injured. Scores of first responders gathering outside Hennepin County Medical Center, saluting their lost brothers. Late today, their bodies transported in a procession to the medical examiner's office.
Our families need time to grieve. They need time to be together. We need you to pray for them. That's what we need right now.
And Lindsay, that suspect reported dead around 8 this morning. Officials say there were 7 young children in the home during that shooting. The youngest, Lindsay, just 2 years old. Officials telling us tonight they are all safe. Lindsay?
Guys, that's the sad news that happened out there in Burnsville, Minnesota. Now, the 3 officers, I forgot to mention them. The 2 officers and the firefighter / EMT that tragically lost his life. Let me identify these people. And they're as follows: Paul Elmstrand, 29 years old, Matthew Ruge, 27 years old. Both of those are the officers. And then the 3rd fellow is Adam Finseth, age 40, the firefighter. May they rest in peace. Now, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people say negative things about the police and stuff like that. I don't like when, police do stuff that's messed up, and, I call it out. But do I believe all cops are bad? No. Or I believe all firefighters are bad? No. I do respect them, and I have a high level of respect for these people. And the reason why is because they do a job that a lot of us can't and don't want to do. And for this to happen to them, responding to a domestic violence call, just doing their job, is very unfortunate. It is. Said the EMT, Adam Finseth, he died by getting shot working on one of the cops that had got shot on the spot, rendering aid. That's tragic, man. Then he said this guy, they killed him on us, out there at the scene. Said he fired the gun from multiple levels in the house. So I guess he was going from different windows upstairs and downstairs shooting at these police. You see the SWAT truck? Whatever he had, it was a high caliber weapon, probably a machine gun or something, because them some big holes or imprints on that bulletproof glass. Some people, man, they get so wound up, they know surrender is not an option. My thing is this: if you're going to do that, you could have got the kids out the house. If you know you had a death wish, you could have let them kids out of there. I don't know if he was the father of them kids or not, but to see their father go out like that in a blaze that's not even glorious, I don't understand what people's motives is in going out like that. Said it was a domestic violence call. Said it lasted for hours. They tried to get this man out the house, tried to get him to come to his senses. Some people don't see it, like that. Some people ready to go all out and don't care if they take people with them. I would never put my children in danger because I have issues with society or something I don't feel good about. And that's one of the things I do. Like when I do these stories, I can't understand how people do this. Like they get mad and then take something out on the kid or take it out on their partner or just in general. And it's like a total lack of responsibility, sometimes in self-awareness. These guys should still be alive. They transported their bodies back from the scene, yesterday and gave them, a bunch of honors. I don't know how big Burnsville, Minnesota is, but for some reason, it really rocked that community. And they all came out and showed support. Whole city sorrowful. They're sorrowful. And my heart goes out to them. Pain is universal, man. You don't want to see nobody in misery. These people had families. Like this guy had a family. He didn't give an F about his, and proof that he didn't give an F about theirs was shooting at these officers. Thus, the ripple effect of him being the a-hole resonated not only through these 3 people that lost their lives tragically and the other officer that was shot and released from the hospital, but the whole Burnsville, Minnesota community. When will we ever learn that, like a lot of stuff that we going through, even though we're the ones going through, how and the way we deal with it will affect other people? We all tied together. We are. All in all, this is a tragedy, man. Now they're going to have now these people are getting their autopsies today and all of this stuff. And this going to probably be in the news again when they had their funerals. It left a lot of people hurt. That guy did what he did in the house. I guarantee you them children still loved him in some way or another, whether they were scared of him or not. Said the youngest child in the house, it was 7 children in that house. They aged from age 15 to 2 years old. What type of impact do you think is going to have on their psyche moving forward? It's just something to think about. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See that Burnsville? I know y'all feeling it, man. Get my sincerest condolences, especially the family of these fallen people. And they are heroes no matter what nobody else say, because they was out there performing their job and doing what a lot of us can't. So y'all need to leave them negative comments alone. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.